I went to college in New York City, and whenever I returned to my teeny tiny hometown, people always asked me the same question. Did you see any celebrities in the big city? And the answer to that question through all 4 years of college has always been no. I never spotted any celebrities during my 4 years in New York. They imagine New York as this big flashy movie set that people just happen to live in, and when you first go there, it sometimes feels that way. But then you catch the smell of piss in the air and see a rat the size of a dog wink at you as it walks past, and the illusion is shattered. I mean, I saw celebrities at events or concerts, but never just walking down the street. I know it isn't unheard of, but it just never happened to me. It turns out the universe was just waiting to cash in all of my celebrity sighting tickets at once. When I went back to New York to visit my friends last summer, we casually spotted 3 celebrities within 24 hours. When I arrived in New York, my friends Alana and Chris were going to meet up with me after work. I had 30 minutes to kill before they were finished, so I decided to wait in a cafe near their offices. The cafe had these big glass windows, and as I walked past them to get to the door, I saw Casey Neistat sitting at one of the tables. Casey Neistat, if you don't know, is a YouTuber. He makes videos about... I don't know, I don't watch his videos. But I knew who he was. I sat down at the other end of the cafe and thought, that'll be an interesting little anecdote from my trip. What I didn't know was that I was going to see more famous people, and their star power would grow exponentially. Alana and Chris picked me up at the cafe, and we went back to their apartment. Now, whenever I visit New York, I do not take advantage of all of the amazing options for dining and entertainment that it has to offer. I spend most of my time slothing around with my friends in their apartment. Their couch definitely has a permanent imprint of my ass. So on the rare occasions that we decide to actually go outside, we make it count. On the second day of my trip, we planned to go to the Metropolitan Museum of Art. It was having a special exhibit for the instruments of rock and roll, which is so far up my freaking alley, I can't even tell you how excited I was. I saw Tom Morello's Soul Power guitar, I saw St. Vincent's Sexy Lady guitars, I saw the smashed pieces of Kurt Cobain's guitar. I know 99% of you don't know or care about any of this stuff, and neither did my friend Alana. But she was supportive and she listened to me ramble for way too long about the historical significance of every instrument in that exhibit. I was looking at an exhibit on the Beatles when this girl bumped into me from behind. She was wearing sunglasses and a gigantic hat and dancing to the music that was playing in the exhibit. It was really crowded, so I thought it was kind of weird to just bust out dancing, but whatever. Alana kept sneaking glances at this girl as she danced through the museum. Hey, that was Vanessa Hudgens. When you're ready, come and get it. Na. No, that's Selena Gomez. Vanessa Hudgens was the one in High School Musical. I'm not cultured at all, so I've never seen High School Musical, and obviously I had no idea who she was. So I'm sorry to say that I couldn't fully appreciate Vanessa Hudgens dancing on me. Wow, Casey Neistat yesterday, then Vanessa Hudgens today? I wonder who you're going to see tomorrow. I actually didn't have to wait until tomorrow. I was going to see the grand finale of my celebrity sightings in just 5 minutes. You see, Alana never carries cash, so she couldn't buy anything from the food carts parked outside of the museum. There was a bank a couple blocks away, so we decided to head over there so that she could use the ATM. After a couple minutes of walking, we were steps away from the bank. We were stopped at a crosswalk and waiting for the light to turn green. While we were standing there, again, someone bumps into me from behind. I looked behind me, and it was Paul McCartney. 1/4 of the Beatles, in the flesh. That isn't Paul McCartney behind me. Wouldn't that be crazy, though? But no, I'm pretty sure that was Paul McCartney. I glanced behind me again, and I was not mistaken. It was in fact Paul McCartney, holding a bag of vegetables. He raised his eyebrow at me, and I quickly turned around again. Alana was blissfully unaware of the situation unfolding next to her. The light turned green, we crossed the road and entered the bank. 2 of the workers at the bank were watching through the windows and were freaking out about how Paul McCartney just walked by. They teased Alana for not recognizing him. I drew him like this, but he actually looks like this now. Can you really blame her? Hey, the museum is charging people to look at your stuff. You should go ask for it back. So now when people find out that I went to school in New York and ask me the very original question, I'm like, oh yeah, I see celebrities all the time. Like more than one per day. I'm like a celebrity magnet. They literally walk into me. So I told my friend James about seeing Paul McCartney on the street, and he is a huge Beatles fan, so it was a much bigger deal for him than me. He absolutely freaked out. He was like, oh my god, he was holding vegetables? He's a vegetarian. It all adds up. I haven't been to New York this year. Making this video made me miss it. When I'm not there, I miss it, and when I'm there, I hate it and I want to leave. But my friends are there, so I've got to go at some point to see them again. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you stick around for my next video because it's going to be about flirting and it's going to be embarrassing and awkward and cringe, so you don't want to miss that.